So, for this deep dive, we've got a really interesting mix of sources.
Yeah, we do.
We're looking at modern industrial safety reports, but also a classic psychology paper from 1968.
Mm-hmm.
And the mission today is pretty specific. We want to figure out why smart, responsible teams, on a factory floor, will sometimes walk right past a hazard that is just staring them in the face.
It's the absolute nightmare scenario for any plant manager, right?
Totally.
You got a bypass on a guard, maybe an obvious oil leak, it's right there. But, 3 different operators walk past it.
And didn't say a word.
Nothing.
Yeah, and the gut reaction is to blame the culture, right? Call it laziness or
apathy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the research we're digging into, it suggests it's more like a biological glitch.
Yeah.
We're looking at the smoke-filled room experiment.
By Latani and Darley.
Yeah.
And this is foundational stuff. It's not just a history lesson. It's really the blueprint for why safety cultures fail.
Okay, so set the scene for us. This experiment, it wasn't exactly subtle.
Not at all, no. They bring a participant into a room. They're told to fill out some, boring paperwork.
Standard stuff.
Right. But while they're working, smoke starts just pouring out of a vent.
Pouring out.
Yeah, and it gets thick enough to obscure your vision. People are coughing. It's the whole deal.
And when the person is alone in that room, their survival instinct just kicks in perfectly.
It does.
The data shows something like 75% of people report the smoke almost immediately.
Exactly. They act. But, and this is the key insight for any safety leads listening,
Okay.
they ran the same setup again.
Okay.
Only this time they put 2 other people in the room with the participant.
But they weren't real participants.
No, they were actors, Confederates, and they were told to do absolutely nothing.
So just keep filling out forms, ignore the smoke.
Just ignore it.
And the drop-off in reporting, it's just staggering.
It went from 75%
down to just 10%.
10%. Just think about that.
It's insane.
You are in a room that might be on fire, your eyes are stinging, but because the 2 guys next to you aren't moving, you stay seated.
You literally risk your life.
To avoid breaking the group norm. It's wild.
That's social proof, right?
Yeah.
We look to other people to define what's real.
Exactly. If they look calm, my brain tells me, okay, I must be the one who's wrong here.
And that transfers one-to-one to the plant floor. The smoke. It isn't always literal smoke.
No, not at all. It's maybe a vibration in a motor that sounds a little off, or a pallet that's left in a walkway.
Right. So if a new hire sees a 20-year veteran just step over that pallet without picking it up.
That pallet just became invisible.
Yeah, it's not a hazard anymore.
It's just part of the furniture now.
So that's what they call normalization of deviance.
That's it. But there's another layer here, too, called diffusion of responsibility.
Okay, what's that?
It's that little voice in your head, that internal monologue that says, you know what? There are 10 other people on this shift. I'm sure maintenance already knows about that leak.
So when everyone assumes someone else is acting.
Nobody acts.
And that's made even worse by the fear of embarrassment.
Oh, massively. In a high-pressure production environment, nobody wants to be the person who hits the e-stop for a false alarm.
You don't want to look like the panicky rookie.
Exactly. So you'd rather risk safety than risk looking stupid.
And that is a really dangerous trade-off.
It is.
Okay, so let's pivot. Let's talk about the toolkit. If you're leading a team, how do you hack this psychology? You can't just tell people to pay attention.
No, that won't work. You have to break that social proof loop. And it starts with the leader.
With you.
If you're a supervisor, you are the primary social proof. So if you walk past a hazard, even a tiny one, you have just officially stamped it as safe.
So you have to model the right behavior and do it loudly.
Loudly and consistently, but you also have to. You've got to kill that diffusion of responsibility.
Okay, how?
In an emergency or even just a maintenance issue, don't just shout, hey, someone call this in.
You have to be specific.
Very specific. You point at a person. Dave, you call this in.
So you assign the role.
You assign it, and suddenly that responsibility rests on one individual, not the whole group.
And the paralysis breaks.
Instantly.
I want to touch on the psychological safety part too. Because if we're all afraid of looking stupid for reporting a false alarm, the leader has to completely flip that script.
This is so crucial. If an operator stops the line because they thought they heard a weird noise and it turns out to be nothing.
How you react in that moment.
It defines your culture for the next year. It really does.
Right. If you roll your eyes, they're never going to speak up again.
Never. You have to thank them. You have to say, hey, great catch. I'd rather you stop us for nothing than let us run straight into a wreck.
You actually have to reward the false alarm.
You do.
That's a huge takeaway. Safety isn't just about guards and gear. It's about making it socially comfortable to be the squeaky wheel.
That's the heart of it. We have to train people to trust their own gut over the silence of the group.
So, okay, here's a thought to leave you with. The next time you see something that looks a little off on the floor and you look around and see everyone else acting totally calm. Remember those people in the smoke-filled room?
And ask yourself, are they calm because it's actually safe?
Or are they just waiting for you to be the first one to move?
A powerful thought.
That does it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.